So, I I have some pretty bad news for everybody. Um, I don't know how to say this, but I I mean I was getting ready to do my next video, and it's better if you just see it for yourself. I I was I was taking inventory on my equipment, and I broke my tripod. I broke my tripod. I broke it. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. I honestly, I mean, look at it. It's just two. There's two of them, and I mean, honestly, I don't know what to do. So I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, do this anymore. I wait. I have a hot glue gun. All right, let's see. First things first. I have to plug it in. Um, okay. Now I just have to. It's fixed. It's fixed. I can use it. Did you know that only the cool kids wear mud masks? Anyway, by now you've probably heard all about how much I love going outside. It's really...
But actually, Ryan, I haven't actually heard you actually talk about that before, because this is actually the first time I've watched one of your videos that I've watched, and I haven't. This is the first time I've ever heard you say anything like about that.
Well, in short, I think nature is it's pretty refreshing and cool, but I tend to prefer the indoor spaces. Now that that's been well established, I'll begin by saying that my family loves going on little vacations to pretty foresty places. Truly, places that I like going to. But, it's neat because forests are pretty and it's nice to go out and relax sometimes. I'll give you guys that. I'll give you guys that. However, my family likes hiking, and I cannot get behind that. Flashback to when I was about 10 years old, and our family decided to go on one of these trips to go, see nature and whatnot at a state park. Naturally, it wasn't too bad a time until everybody decided to get out of the car and take a walk into the forest, and you can imagine how I felt about that. It was really...
See, Ryan, I actually just watched your other videos, and you made the first one, and I can totally imagine how you felt about having to get out of the car to go and look outside, because I'm like that too sometimes. Yeah.
Thanks, loyal subscriber. But anyway, as I was saying,
You're welcome, Ryan. You're really funny, you know that. I subscribe to your channel because I like you a lot. I'm gonna watch all your videos because I like you a lot.
Anyways, I wasn't too terribly excited to get out of the car where it was nice and cool and there were no bugs and there was nothing to worry about and, tire out my little footsies. So I was already in extreme boredom mode. But there was hope on the horizon, for luckily, some family friends had come with, and they started running into a nearby field to play, and naturally, I wanted to join. Blinded by the thought of having an ounce of fun on this monotonous vacation, I zipped forth with my eyes on the prize. And being a semi-coordinated little chubster kid, I had no need to look at my feet as I waddled along. My heart was racing, and I could feel hope welling up in my chest. A bright time seemed to be coming forth, shining through the darkness. But, as usual, it was only a matter of time before my whole world crashed down around me. Of course, this was no ordinary clearing. And of course, it was actually a really muddy field, thick with sludge, just waiting to eat up its next victim. And oh, it would feast that day because I was a meaty kid. And despite taking the path that everybody else took, I must have taken the wrong path, I don't know. I was swallowed up by the dark mush. Each step I took caused me to sink deeper until I was knee deep in this gooey sludge and I lost a shoe. It was not fun. It was really not fun. I panicked like a woolly mammoth stuck in the tar, and I was soon calling out for help like a injured animal, desperate to find help. Suddenly, I could feel the heat of my father's anger on my neck, as well as his fingers around my collar, as he scooped me out of the sludge. I was out of the frying pan and into the pot with this one. His words were cold, like the slush caught in my socks. He led me to a public bathroom where a bunch of people were doing their business as usual, and in we come, this dirty, mucky child and this guy screaming at his son. He had me wash my clothes in a sink as he watched over me, staring at me, making me feel like I was awful for falling in the mud. Presumably, everybody thought, why is this kid in here in this public bathroom and not in a Walmart where he belongs? It was a harsh look my father kept giving me. It was pure and absolute disappointment. The kind of furious gaze that could only be conjured up by a Westboro Baptist after finding out his son was both gay and hated holding signs. In an attempt to combat boredom, driven by peer pressure and my own stupidity, I ran straight into a trap. Although, in hindsight, running around in a muddy field is literally the lamest thing we could have done. But I guess that's a testament to how much I liked our vacations. The moral of the story is, you're lame, mud is dangerous, and you shouldn't try to change up the order of things.